Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin, behind the camera you got Heavy Metal Dylan.
What's up?
Today we are going to be getting into some staff picks, flipping through some new arrivals and recently priced records, and addressing some viewer questions at the end of the video. As always, if you see anything you like, you can hit the DMs on Instagram, you can give the shop a ring, or you can just cruise by. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. Without further ado, Dylan, tell the fine people what you're listening to.
Alright, we all know that me and you, right? Big fans of the band X.
Yes.
And,
facts.
Yeah. For me, personally, it took me a while to understand X. Even though I liked the first record, didn't care for the rest. Even though later on I realized the later records were better.
Right.
But
by later, you mean like the third and fourth album.
Yes. Later, as in the next.
Yeah. I'm with it.
And that's how I feel about this Flesh Eater record. Growing up, I listened to this probably once, maybe even half of it, and went, nah, not for me.
Yeah.
Growing up, getting older, I realized this record's pretty good. Just a nice, daytime listen, really.
What are those guys doing?
Dude, they're just chilling.
What's the phrase you hear on Instagram now? Do you think they asked them to pose like that, or they just did that?
I think they just did that, dude.
They're cool.
Yeah, you think that's supposed to be them? Turn around.
Oh, like they're chilling?
Yeah, because they're just doing that on the bottom pick. Damn, did not realize there's 6 of those guys on that band.
Yeah, you got a lot of...
I didn't realize that.
It takes a lot of people to be that cool.
Yeah, but it's a good, fun record, and to have in the background is nice.
I need to give that one more of a listen. It's not not one of my first loves, the Flesh Eaters, but yeah, I think it might be time. Time.
Give it another shot.
Yeah, get really into the Gun Club and Flesh Eaters and Cramps.
Yes.
If you see me with a dangly earring, black dyed hair,
yes,
like an 8-ball tattoo on maybe neck. No, there's not really an 8-ball tattoo on the neck bands, right?
No. You know what you need to get?
Addicted to Heroin.
Mullet.
I'm also listening to Squeeze. This is one of the best records in the store, pound for pound. This is insane. It's unfair how good they were at songwriting. And this is a best of, an entry point into their music. And it's just it really is impressive to just hear a band firing on such high levels of, again, just, it's not even their musicianship is dazzling, just songwriting, melodies. It's insane. One of the most, repeatedly, easily listenable albums, I think, of all time.
I can agree.
Is it time to look through some records?
Sure.
Let's do it. I did something I rarely do today.
Go ahead.
I took a true day of rest.
Nice.
I was feeling under the weather all weekend.
Yes.
Barely survived my grueling job of manual labor.
Yeah.
And I was all weekend. Can you say thug it out? Is that fair to say?
You were thugging it out, though. Yeah, sure. You're thugging out.
Okay.
You're thugging it out, dude.
I feel confident saying that, but I don't know that I should have so much confidence.
No, yeah, you thugged it out, dude. That's sick. That's hard. I would thug it out too if I was kind of sick.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not misusing the phrase.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
I'm the right, appropriate person to use the phrase "thug it out."
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I thugged it out over the weekend, and I was like, let me just get to Monday. And just lay in bed all day, and that's what I did. I laid in bed all day and I played Final Fantasy on Game Boy Advance.
Nice. Which one?
The first one.
Oh, not 16.
No, I'm enjoying it so much. Final Fantasy 1. I beat it on NES before.
Yeah.
Possibly a few times, and it really hurts to say as a Dragon Warrior fan, aka Dragon Quest. It begrudges me to say that Final Fantasy. The first Final Fantasy is probably better than the first 2 Dragon Warrior games. It stings to say, but I'm playing it now and I'm like, damn, it's so good. I can't take it from them. In general, I would say I hold the Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest games in higher regard, but especially given I don't know where the hell the Final Fantasy games turn into. When all the anime hair comes in,
Yeah.
Giant swords and all that. That's not, and that is Final Fantasy. My vision of the game, my idea of the game, it's a minority opinion, negligible.
Yeah.
So, for me to be clinging to this archaic version of the game and then holding it up as this rival to this other archaic game, very silly. But I have to admit, it is really fun. And you know what else is fun? Doing nothing at all, resting, true rest.
I know. I need to do one of those days, man.
Just lay in bed doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I do that from like 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. on my days off, but then I'm out.
Yeah, no, you gotta really. I need the sun to come down,
Yeah.
and you'll still be resting, and then you have properly rested. Get your rest, everybody. That's my advice. Viewer questions. This is the part of the vid where we answer questions left in last week's YouTube comment section. This time around, Sam Bug is asking if we are Ween heads, if you're fans of the band Ween, if we've ever seen any Ween records come through the shop. Dylan, you're more of a Ween guy than I am.
Yeah, I've dabbled. I've dabbled into the Ween-verse.
Yeah?
Gene and Dean Ween. Yeah. I mean, like, they had some good songs.
From Minneapolis?
Don't ask me.
Maybe I got it mixed up. I thought there was like a Prince connection, loosely.
Maybe.
I was always too intimidated by Ween. I felt like there's some like cult thing going on there. Anytime a band has like that big of a fan base,
Yeah.
and like that dense of a catalog, and like you don't have any in like, oh, this song that you hear on the radio all the time, or like this connection to this group or something like that. I'm just like, this is too dense. The way about like Guided by Voices or Pavement.
Yeah.
What's that? Who's that? Flaming Lips.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is for this really appears to be for someone else, and that's sort of where I'm at with Ween. But a friend of mine, older friend of mine, I'll disclose his name after we film.
Okay.
Was telling me, he was just like, I finally figured it out, and like he's older than I am, and he's just like, I'm all in on this Ween thing now. So, it's possible.
Yeah, you could get into Ween.
I could. As far as the records, I don't know what that's about either. See, that's the other thing.
Yeah, they have like 20 records, and there's like 20 songs that all sound different.
And I never see
each record.
Yeah, and they're all super rare. So it's like, I could say that I was getting into the Doobie Brothers this weekend because it was like Taking It to the Streets comes in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm curious. Maybe it's time. And I put it on, and yes, it is time.
Yes.
I'm down for Taking It to the Streets.
Just yacht rock.
It's a little, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But point being, I never get that opportunity with Ween because the records never show up. Doobies all the time. Anywho, that's all we got for this week's video. If you have any questions you would like to see answered in next week's vid, leave a question in the YouTube comment section. We'll address it next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace. Take it. I'm curious. Maybe it's time.